in India, we are having 12 major ports and we are having various minor ports, right? And a new 13th major port is being developed at Ennur, but it's yet to be commissioned, right? Anyway, we are having 12 major ports, and this question is another question related with major ports. You have been given 4 different major ports, and you've been asked in which of the above given port or ports silt accumulation is a major problem. So this question is regarding, you have to find out which of the major ports given here is having silt accumulation as a major problem, right? So silt accumulation as a major problem. Now let's look at all of these different ports. So the different ports given, the first one is the Kolkata port, the Haldia port, right? Now this one is a riverine port which is located in our eastern coast. And the second one is the Mumbai port which is located over towards, in the western coast, which is a natural port which is having huge, larger depth than the Haldia port. And the third one is the Cochin port, which is another natural port. And the fourth one, the Kandla port in Gujarat, it's a tidal port, right? So in India, we are having 2 tidal ports mainly, the Kandla as well as Haldia. We are also having Diamond Harbour as another tidal port, but it's not a major port. So anyway, right? So as you can see, among the 4 given ports, the Kolkata port or the Haldia port is over the eastern coast, and all the other 3 ports are on the western coast. Now you know that most of the river in India, they flow towards the eastern side, right? Creating more deltas. Now there is huge difference between India's eastern coast and the western coast. The western coast is an erosional coast, right? It's an submergent coast. Submerged in the sense, it's being submerged under the sea, right? The sea or the waves and currents, right? They are eroding away the western coast. At the same time, the rivers are creating more plains in the eastern coast, right? So in India, right, the western coast is having natural ports and harbors, and the eastern coast, we are having artificial ports and harbors, right? So the Haldia port is a riverine port in the sense, it's located in the banks of Hooghly river, right? Now the river, as it's flowing towards these eastern coast, they will be accumulating silt. Silt in the sense the sediments which are carried by the river. Now the silt is being deposited in the harbors, right? The depth of the river will be reduced. Now if the depth is being reduced, the vessels won't be able to navigate, right? So silt accumulation is a problem in certain ports, and Haldia is one such port, or the Kolkata port is one such port having silt accumulation as a major problem. And if we need to maintain them as a port, right, we have to de-silt, we have to regularly dredge or de-silt these regions, right? So one logical way in which you can find answer for this question, right? Except the Kolkata port, all of the other port is towards the west, and we are not having the west flowing rivers, other than major rivers, and none of these ports are having the west flowing rivers, right? They are not located in regions which are having the west flowing rivers. Rather, the Kolkata port is situated, it's a riverine port, and it's situated on the eastern bank, right? So here the answer comes out as one only, which is A. So only the Kolkata port, we are having silt accumulation as a major problem, and the Mumbai as well as the Kandla, Mumbai and Cochin port, they are natural port. We are not having any silt accumulation there, rather than they are having larger depth by itself, right? And the Kandla port is a tidal port. And there's a chance that you can get confused with the Kolkata port as well as Kandla port, right? The Kandla port is located here, and you can see that there is a small groove there, so that you'll imagine that there is a problem of silt deposition. But in these regions, we are not having any river. One river is River Luni, flowing from the Aravali regions towards these regions. But the Luni river is an ephemeral river. It's not reaching the Arabian Sea, and we are not having silt deposition taking place in Kandla. So the correct answer for this given model question is one only, which is Kolkata port. In Kolkata port, we are having silt accumulation as a major problem.